His expertise lies in a broad spectrum of areas such as high technology production and manufacturing, information systems. The official title is Asia Region Chief Operating Officer. He'll be based in Hong Kong, covering our 7 offices in the newly formed Asia and the Middle East grouping. So to give us an idea of the future of our business, please welcome Ian Harvey.
Thank you. So I've got a presentation I want to put to you to show you, I think, what the future of this profession is, and particularly ours. Many firms are finding that the older legal practice management systems, whilst excellent when first released, now just require too many people to operate. And their old technology is too costly to keep operating technically. From a generational point of view, particularly with regard to computers, these older systems, having been spawned in the DOS and pre-internet days, just not capable of taking advantage of the many benefits of the technology developments in the past 15 years. I study the links between managerial knowledge and organisational action, innovation and organisational performance. I've also published 8 books and edited volumes. In particular, I wrote the knowing-doing gap, how smart firms turn knowledge into action, and weird ideas that works. That was 11.5 practices for promoting, managing and sustaining innovation. With LEAP also, research has never been easier, as once it is implemented, the irritation of passwords are eliminated. Because the software is aware of the matter category, at the click of a button you're taken directly to the appropriate section, for instance in the CCH online database, with a corresponding cost entry placed against the client file in their firm's LEAP billing system. It is delivered directly into the matter file and clients are billed for it in real time. If you're working as a team, the software also notes who has read a notification and immediately places that entry into their Carpe Diem time recording system, rounded up to the nearest 6 minutes interval, of course. This will become a real boon to those of you who are struggling to properly record all time spent on research, and will also reduce some of the other inherent risks of legal practice. Lawyers' webcams will also be able to be used to monitor time and matter effectiveness by being programmed to identify lengthy periods of inactivity and other non-productive times. Partners, of course, will be exempt for that. We are at the moment implementing a pilot scheme to train a group of 20 paralegals and lawyers operating out of Mumbai to take these calls, using a seamless switchover function on our Ericsson telephone system so that clients need not even be aware that they aren't talking to one of our levels lawyers. With effect 1st of July, the following reorganisations will take place. Capital markets work from Tokyo, project finance from Shanghai, banking in Hong Kong, except for Islamic finance, which will continue to be, which would be done in Dubai and Singapore. Business and restructuring will be done by Singapore. Corporate from Beijing and all and other areas will go to the much lower cost base in Ho Chi Minh City. Follow-up must be completed within 7 days, and failure to do so on 2 occasions will render the lawyers unable to qualify for a year-end bonus. Any negative feedback from clients regarding individual lawyers will also be collated with a similar 2 strikes and you're out policy. At the end of each 6-month period, anyone who has received consistent praise and good performance reports from the clients will be rewarded with an additional day of annual leave. So from now on, in our email signature will include an animation of a waterfall. All offices on the south side will be converted to storage rooms, and current occupants will be moved to more central rooms with the obvious increase in productivity. We expect that to be around about 14%. I'll take questions at the end. Really, we need a Mandarin speaker with an understanding of the waste treatment sector, so one of either Amy Lee, Jack Su, Terence Wong, Alex Wong or Chokman Hui will be seconded to them for 3 months. We're wanting to make sure that our staff mix mirrors the population, and we'll be surveying all staff to establish what the current situation is. On the basis of that survey, we'll offer lawyers a choice of which religion they prefer, and in the case of some staff, we may have to make allocations. Again, a modest allowance will be made by the firm for any costs of conversion and annual pilgrimages. So this is the essence of what we want to achieve. We want to be able to build understanding and loyalty through leverage of the company resources, associations and people. Okay? To state offhand what is innate to state the concept of an object, the logical element was presupposed, and that therefore this element could not in turn of something else for us nor be deduced, just as in geometry logical propositions as applies to magnitude are and employed in that science, or determinate cognitions that have not been and cannot be deduced. Now, although the concept is subjective presupposition, but as an absolute foundation, yet it can only be the foundation. So the abstract immediacy is no doubt, in a sense, primordial. Yet insofar as it is abstract, it is, on the contrary, mediated, and therefore it is to be grasped in its truth. Its foundation must first be sought. The only thing genuine about me is my name. My name is Ian Harvey, and you've just experienced what's called a corporate hoax. I'm a facilitator, and I will be working with you for the next couple of days to help you to come up with ideas that might be better than the ones that that idiot just came up with a few minutes ago. That is, if you'll forgive me. If you like what you saw, that's my name. And if you don't like what you saw, that's my name. Siegfried Beautiful. Complaints to bugger off. I don't give a toss anyway.com. Ladies and gentlemen, as the receiver said to the bankrupt CEO, thank you for your company.